Hey Noah, so I wanted to see if a video would work a little bit better. There's a couple little issues. One is my video production talent does not extend very far, and then second of all, I have quite a nasally voice. It's really annoying. So uh, I don't know if you're finding it really nasally too, but when it records, it just I don't know. I hate my voice. So, anyway, but here's sort of the idea. If this is the kissmetrics page, we could kind of talk about, this is a really minimalist design. In other words, there's not a whole lot of features on the page. If you scroll down, you'll eventually see features, customers, pricing, blog, documentation, and contact us. In other words, more information on the website. So, a couple things when I'm looking at this on looking at this landing page. You see the headline Google Analytics tells you what's happening, kissmetrics tells you who's doing it. For me, this doesn't really tell me a whole lot of information about like what the product is or even goes into a whole lot of benefits. And so what I would probably do then is change the headline here. And so we scroll down here. Find the text here, and we could change the headline, and it would be something like um, Chuck, who is actually the guy's name on the right hand side, increased sales by 20% using Kiss metrics. Let's go online. Sales by 20% using kissmetrics. And then we could change the subheadline to something like, okay, so let's keep the Google Analytics kind of thing because people know what that is. So we could say he graduated from Google Analytics last month. Maybe something like that. Um, we would have to change the design here. And unfortunately, Chuck is a UX research manager at Kissmetrics. I would probably substitute in a customer here instead of the just a random employee of Kissmetrics. A cute dog, good looking guy, and all that stuff. But I think a customer would be a little bit more powerful. Now, the call to action is have a Google Analytics account, question mark, log in with Google. The problem is if you answer no to this question, there's going to be a good portion of people who just leave the page and don't actually look for any other way to log in. In fact, I actually can't find another way to log in or to get an account. So I would probably change this. Um, I feel like you would really kind of um, exile a large population of your prospects if they don't have a Google Analytics account. So why don't we just change this to something like where is it? Yeah, we change this to enter your name and email address for a free trial. And then I would change this call to action button to be a simple web form, name, email address, and a login or something like that. Now, the other thing that I would do is I would find an image where Chuck's eyes are actually facing the text or the call to action. There's actually some research and some eye tracking studies that go into that prove that when the image is looking at the call to action, signups on that landing page are higher. So I would probably do that. And then the other thing that I would do is instead of having a generic blue line here, I would actually make it so that way there's a background of the software or of the there's a image of the software dashboard. So that way you can kind of get a feel for what Kissmetrics looks like, and some of the features and some of the benefits and some of the capabilities of the analytics tool. So that would be what I would do for kissmetrics. And going back to this, I think what I would probably do is make this, maybe write a script or something and make it sound a little bit more professional and do some more editing so that way we can eliminate my ums and my uhs and my hesitations and things like that. I kind of made this up on the fly. So let me know what you think and get back to me. All right, take care.